Hey guys, Olivia Gamber here. I'm here with my good friend Addie at our favorite spot in Scottsdale having a French 75. Cheers.
Cheers.
If you're ever here in Scottsdale, definitely check out Second Story. It's an awesome speakeasy. But the reason I wanted to have Addie on today was really because she's pretty much done the unthinkable. She's pivoted careers and she's now an internet home consultant, which is in real estate with zero real estate experience. So I'm hoping for those of you who are doubting that you don't have experience or you're not qualified, I really wanted to share her story because it's really inspiring. So Addie, I just want to know you were in a field where you were already performing really well and you were climbing and you were getting promotions. What made you want to leave?
Yeah, so I got that question a lot from a lot of friends and family. I was working as a recruiter for another builder. I kind of fell into HR recruiting right out of college. I was doing well. I was getting promoted, and I thought, okay, if I'm successful at this, I must be passionate about it, right? They must go hand in hand. Well, no. I started doing some self-reflection this past year and was realizing that it wasn't what I was passionate about. It wasn't what was getting me out of bed in the morning. And so I started thinking, what am I passionate about? And I know you know this. It's a hard question to answer, and it's not easy. So I started thinking, what do you do with your free time? That's what you are really passionate about. So I realized that I'm going to open houses. I'm checking apps like Realtor.com and Zillow, and I'm really obsessed with shows like Flip or Flop on HGTV. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm loving real estate. So I started doing some research online, and I figured out how to get my real estate license. And once I made that decision, I started just reaching out to my network and people who were in a job that I wanted to be or in real estate.
Wait a second. Did you just say reaching out to your network? Because I'm pretty sure those of you guys listening, we all hear that you need to network, and I know this is something that comes naturally to you. And I mean, you pretty much doubled down, and she made this happen in a matter of 1 month. I think it was even less. Like, I talked to her 2 weeks later. You had 3 interviews lined up. So when you say you reached out to your network, how did that happen for you, and how did you develop these contacts that were so, I guess, valuable?
Yeah, so I guess where it started was right after I made the decision to start my real estate license and signed up for that to hold me accountable. I made a list of other builders or resale realty companies that I would want to work with. And I wrote them down and I said, I'm going to reach out to all of these and I'm going to find somebody who works there or did work there and ask them what it's like.
She got a target list of companies. This might sound familiar if some of you guys have read the Career Upgrade Roadmap. Not trying to plug the book, but it is free this week, so definitely hit the link below and download it. But that's exactly what she did, and most people don't take the time to get specific. Like, even then, though, you were thinking real estate, but you weren't exactly sure maybe what job, right, or if it was even
a title.
Did you think it was possible yet still?
It was honestly kind of a hope, and I just was like, I'm going to follow this energy that I'm feeling right now, and I'm going to pursue this as best I can. And so, again, writing down the companies, and then just anybody I would talk to, even if I didn't think they had a connection to one of them, letting them know what my plans were. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get into real estate. And it just opened up. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised, but anybody else might be surprised. It was just, oh, I know this person. I know this person. You should talk to them. And it just waterfalled from there.
Were you surprised at how much that opened up opportunities just simply having these conversations?
I was blown away. Like, people actually want to help you. They want to say, oh, I know this person, you should talk to them, or they can help you out there at this company. It was crazy. I was honestly blown away.
At the point when you're meeting with these people, were you asking for a job?
No, I mean, I'm just doing discovery. So it's still out of my comfort zone, but in a way that I guess made them feel comfortable with answering my questions and letting me know what it's like or what I should look out for, what might be hard about it. And I was really surprised.
Wow, that's incredible. And what got you so many interviews so quickly? I think you got like 3 in a week one time. And with builders, and ultimately on paper, you weren't as qualified as your competition. So what do you think led to that?
Zero qualifications. I think, honestly, the networking and being persistent and following up. I was, at that point, ready to take any angle I could to get into a company and would say, hey, I just talked to Tim, who works at this company, and he recommended I speak to you. coming from a recruiter, I knew that I loved referrals, so I would figure that any other company would love referrals, and so any way that I could figure out an angle to get somebody's name or drop a network number in there, I would do that, and I think that's what helped me get it.
Why do you think so many people hesitate to do this stuff, like what you did?
It's scary. It's really scary. My family and friends were like, "What are you doing, Addie? You've got a good thing going, and you're successful at this. Stay in it." And it's not. It's very gray. It's not black and white. There's not a you do this and this will happen. You hope, and you can be as descriptive and organized as you want, but it's scary. It's putting yourself out there and hoping that it's going to work out.
How does it feel now that it has worked out?
It's great. I feel so happy. I feel stress-free, and I just feel like I know I made the right decision, and I followed my passion. I followed my gut.
Did you ever think it was going to happen this fast?
No, I didn't.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that was surprising, but.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else you would share with people that are feeling stuck and maybe wanting to pivot but don't feel qualified? What would you say to those people?
I would just say, for me, it was a lot of self-reflection. So just really self-reflect. Are you really happy? Is it really what you're passionate about? If not, it's okay. Don't be afraid, and figure out what you are passionate about, what you do like doing in your free time, and then make a plan and go after it.
Awesome. Thank you. Cheers to you and your success. You're
Cheers.
awesome.
75s.